Welcome to 2019. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a mukbang, and this is brought to you by, I think it's pronounced El Bleep. I don't know, but it's Mexican, so it's really good. Let me go ahead and show y'all what I'm working with. So I got me some salsa. See that? Okay, I can't really show y'all without spilling it or whatever, but yeah, I got me a little salsa. I don't want to spill it. It's salsa, like y'all know what salsa look like. And then I got me a little taco salad. I got ground beef, cheese, lettuce. I got like some tomatoes. I got some guac, and I also got some, ooh, almost dropped that. Also got some sour cream in here. This is my one meal for today. So if you're new here, I only eat one meal a day. I eat one meal a day and a snack. So I had some nuts earlier that broke my fast, and then now I'm about to eat this bomb meal. It's so good. When you fast and when you eat one meal a day, I don't know why, but you just appreciate food so much more. Sorry, I just need to get comfortable. I'm drinking me some H2O and my food. So let's get to talking. First off, I just want to talk about, what did I learn from 2019? I learned so much. Like, I learned that I attract hurt men because I have a healing spirit. People like being around me because they like my energy. And sometimes when you are that type of person, you attract all kind of people. I feel like it's 10 times worse when you see the best in the worst kind of people. Another thing that I learned was having self-discipline will have you reach the level of success that you may be looking for. Well, I know what I was looking for. Like, I lack self-discipline. Like, I just didn't know how to tell myself no. And people are like, well, where do you find your motivation? Through self-discipline. It motivates me to hold myself accountable. I know it sounds crazy, but that's what I recently learned. I also learned that another thing, oh, I forgot my salsa. Another thing that I was doing was, because I had this aura that, oh, I don't need a man, or I had this too strong of an aura when it came to being independent and being an independent woman and being dominant and being in control and all of that with my feminine energy. I was attracting men that wanted me to take care of them. There was that whole issue with men were just asking me for money, and I'm just like, why do I keep attracting men like you? And so I realized it was me, it wasn't them. It was me. Like, they see a woman that's dominant, that's independent, that contributes by basically providing, so he was just taking. That's what he's supposed to do. So now I've changed my whole feminine femininity, feminine aura. Just, I'm on a whole different vibe, and I'm attracting somebody new. Like, new. I like it. More intellectual men that are basically on their own, like they on their own thing. They doing their own thing. Like, they got stuff going for themselves. Not like before. It was more so I kept bumping into guys who were trying to figure out what they wanted to do. And now I feel like I'm attracting like guys who already know. They're like actively doing what they want to do. Like, it's completely different. Another thing I learned was being okay with people hurting me and me moving on. And being okay, oh my gosh. Being okay with seeing that person who hurt you. I decided to walk away from the situation. Like, say this person hurt you. You decided to walk away from the situation. And it just seems like they just so effortlessly moved on with someone else, to someone else. And it's like you just hear like, well, damn. I feel like the old me kind of would have been like hurt by that. Like, seeing the person who hurt you move on to someone else, or move on with someone else and be happy. But you got to understand that the person that moved on, like when y'all were together, things weren't working out. Why weren't they working out? Whatever the case may be, you have to really like tell yourself, just because they look happy and it looks good doesn't mean that they haven't dealt with those inner demons. And that's something that you didn't accept when you were with them or when you were dealing with them. So it's like, you shouldn't feel no type of way. You should be proud that you were able to walk away from them in that situation. You know, they may look happy on Instagram, they may look happy on Facebook, but are they really happy? Did they deal with those inner demons? Did they fix the issues that maybe you guys were having when y'all were dealing with each other? Or did he just carry that baggage on to the next girl? Or did she carry that baggage on to the next guy that she's dealing with currently? That's something you got to ask yourself. So, I think the old me would have felt some type of way, but now I'm just looking at the situation like, but it wasn't working between me and this other, like it wasn't working. So hopefully that person is happy and healthy within their new current situation or relationship. Like, I have no ill will against them. You know how I look at it? Girl, I be looking at it like, that ain't my problem no more. That's how I be looking at it. Somebody else gotta deal with that shit. And then I can go back to worrying about my damn self. People always ask me, are you making keto a lifestyle? Yes. It's easy. Like, I'm healthy. It's easy. Like, this is not, yo, it's so easy. Like, I'm over here eating Mexican. On a Mexican food on a freaking Monday. Because I want to. And I know it's not going to hurt me in the long run. So, am I doing keto as a lifestyle? Like, yes. So, now that y'all know that it's a lifestyle, I made it a lifestyle in 2018. Now that y'all know that I made it a lifestyle, stop asking me if it's keto or not. Like, if it's not keto, I'm going to let you know. Okay? I'm in this for the long haul. Unless my doctor states otherwise. Ooh. Another thing that I haven't really talked about on here. I gotta take a break from eating because I'm low-key full. But this is probably the happiest I have been in so long. And I feel like it's because I have dealt with all my inner issues. Like self-love, falling in love with myself, and I'm like so comfortable within my skin. It's like the weirdest thing ever. And then like this is the most comfortable I've ever been in my skin. With being tall. Like I used to have an issue with being tall. I used to have an issue with being lighter complected because sometimes I get like dark spots or I get red marks and stuff like that. Stretch marks. Like they're just things that I'm like I'm just accepting. Like I don't feel like I need to change those things. Even my boobs. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but even my boobs, like I feel like we live in a society where everyone is trying to change every little thing about them, and maybe it just takes accepting them and seeing if you just by accepting those things is enough. So I'm not saying that getting my boobs done is off the table, but it's not something that I feel like I need. Like it would just be a want at this point. At first I felt like I needed, but it would just be a want. A want because I want to wear a certain dress and I don't want to have to take my boobs, like those type of wants. Not a want because I feel like they're ugly. Like it's different. Another thing that I've been doing mostly on my Instagram, I don't promote for free anymore. I've decided that free clothes is not enough for me. This is a full-time job for me, and now that I have a wig business, if a company wants me to promote something, like I'm not doing it for free because I know my influence has an impact. And I'm not doing some shitty ass deal like, oh, you get 10% of every sale or blah 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 blah. Like I'm not taking those little deals anymore. Like that ain't nothing. And people, I'm a black woman, and I know the Caucasians, which I have no issue with. I love all people, but I know y'all getting paid more than me, and I think that's unfair. So I'm not just taking anything that people hand me, and that's just, I'm not just gonna take, or I'm not just gonna accept anything that people want to give me. Like these companies think by giving me free clothes, like that's doing something for me, and it's not. That's like a man buying you a purse to sleep with him. Do I look stupid to you? Okay. What a purse gonna do? A purse ain't gonna do nothing. Paying my rent is gonna do something, but a purse, the hell I'm gonna do with a purse? You know what I'm saying? So I made a choice that I'm just gonna start modeling rags from Thriftway, Goodwill, so that people can put respect on my name. Because personally, I think I look good in just about anything. Like it's about confidence. Like it's not about the brand, the name, nothing. It's about confidence. So personally, I feel like I can pull off anything I want to pull off, and I've been doing that. Like this shirt, $1.99. All I did was have to wash it. This is a men's shirt. Like this ain't even a woman's shirt. And then I just have like a bralette underneath. Like I could pull out. Girl, stop playing with y'all. Put some respect on my name, okay? Hell, I ain't even wearing no makeup in this video. Y'all gonna put some respect on my name. I'm not accepting free clothes. I'm not about to be outside freezing my ass off over some free clothes when I know me taking this picture is going to influence literally thousands of women, thousands, okay, to buy this piece of clothing. And the only thing I got out of it was a $30 skirt and a $20 shirt. That makes sense to you? That don't make sense to me. Know your worth, please, ladies, bloggers, whoever. Know your worth when it comes to business. Know your worth when it comes to men. Know your worth. Like, stop just accepting anything. You have a choice. Now, in the beginning, I was outside taking pictures for not just free clothes, but it was to get my name out there. But I'ma just Fashion Nova, they was not promoting me enough to be outside freezing my ass off. That was me last year. I'm not doing that shit no more. So they wasn't paying me enough, period. So they can go pick some other buckethead girl to do that shit. I was a buckethead girl last year. I ain't gonna be no buckethead girl this year. Little buckethead girls out here. You gonna catch pneumonia. And then what you gonna do? Over a $30 skirt. Then you got a hospital bill. Then what you gonna do? That's a hospital bill could really get up there to thousands of dollars. And what you got to show? How you gonna pay the hospital bill with your $30 skirt? Make it make sense. You gonna be in the hospital. That skirt gonna be in your closet. Like, this year, if you're joining me, we're going to be channeling our feminine energy. I'm so excited, y'all. I'm so excited because I really feel like I'm really changing my life, like, in so many different ways. Like, not just weight loss, not just religious and spirituality, like, everything about me, I'm just changing, and I am molding myself into this dope woman, like this bomb, well-rounded woman that is equally yoked with her health, with her fitness, with her spirituality, with her relationship with God, with just her relationship or her dealings that she may have with men. I'm changing everything with my relationship with my family, my dad, my mom, like my brothers. It is such a beautiful thing. And honestly, like, that's what it's about. My entire journey up until this point has been about self-betterment, self-improvement, just bettering myself as a woman, because I was lost. I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know who I was. And I was just trying to figure it out. And I had a lot of resentment towards my mom, and it was because I was immature, and a lot of the things that she did or maybe she didn't do, I didn't really understand because I was immature. And I had this habit of pointing the finger and wanting to put the blame on someone else instead of taking a step back, looking in the mirror and taking some accountability and ownership that maybe it was me. Maybe I'm the issue. And a lot of people, and I'm noticing that, they love to put the blame on others. And you're never going to grow and prosper in life if you constantly put the blame on someone else. In every situation now, if I come into confrontation with someone else, I'm looking at myself. Like, I'm not even looking at them. But don't do it too much to where people are taking advantage of you or walking all over you, but do it enough to where there's balance. You know, you're not always pointing the finger at someone else. Like, take some type of ownership over your own actions. Like, if something happens or you and this other person get into it and maybe you didn't handle it the best way, reflect and think about how maybe you could have handled it better. Like, there are just ways. Like, I'm all about self-improvement, and that's how you get success. You know, like, even with me looking at the men who have hurt me, move on, like I said, move on and have dealings with someone else, I'm looking at the situation like, okay, what could I have done better within the situation? Not in a sense like, let me change who I am, but in a sense of, what did I learn? How could I have went about a certain situation with them in a different way? There's just so much that you have to kind of look at. You know, you can't just point the finger at someone else. Like, look at yourself. Look at the girl in the mirror. Another thing that I'm really big on is women always saying men need to respect women. I really want that to die, because men do respect women. Do all men respect women? No. But why are you hanging around the ones that don't? Why are you entertaining the ones that don't? Why are you giving time to the ones that don't? Why do you care about the men who don't respect women? They don't get any of my attention. So it's like, in that situation, in that simple sentence, men should respect women. It's kind of like, how can women take accountability within that sentence? It's kind of like, okay, why do I feel the need to even say that sentence to any man that I know? I shouldn't. Because men like that shouldn't even be around me. Men like that shouldn't even be in my presence. Like, a man like that doesn't even exist to me because I don't entertain that type of man. See, those simple things are, that's like, because I used to be like, men ain't shit. I made a whole video, y'all, like in 2015, about how men are a disappointment and da-da-da. No, the men that I was entertaining were disappointment. The men that I allowed to entertain me. Because as a woman, you have a choice. You get to decide who's in your presence. You get to decide who's texting your phone. You get to decide who's calling you. They not deciding it. You are deciding that. You are making a choice to allow them to call you, text you, pick you up, take you out on a date. It's up to you. You have a choice. And that's the thing that I'm learning. Like, 2018 was really about discipline, accountability, and taking ownership. And I realized that if you go into 2019, because I know my video is kind of late, but I had to take care of myself. I had to prepare for the new year. And so I actually took a step back from YouTube for a while, but I just wanted to share this. Take this into 2019. I'm telling you, your life will change. Simply apply discipline, self-discipline. Don't rely on others to discipline you. Don't rely on a man. Don't rely on your parents. Like, you discipline yourself. You tell yourself no. You tell yourself to get up and go work out. You tell yourself that you need to do this, or you need to do that, or you need to get this done. You do that yourself. Stop relying on others. Second, and this is how you truly live this is a woman, this is how you truly live your life unapologetically. Second thing, accountability. I don't even care if you don't think it's your fault. I don't care if the situation you feel is 100% the other person's fault. Still look for some sort of accountability within the situation. Still see how maybe you could have went about it differently. Not saying that the person that you may be in conflict with isn't wrong, but still take some sort of accountability, because your life will change tremendously. Own up to your shortcomings. Take accountability. If you had sex with this man and you got pregnant and now you're a single mom, own that shit. It don't hurt nothing to own it. You did what you did, and now you dealing with it. Own it. Move on. The third thing, ownership. Just owning everything about you, like your flaws, the things that you love about yourself. Just own everything. Like, there's so much beauty in owning everything about you. Find that ownership. Like, live in it, breathe in it, just live it. It's just so beautiful. If you could do those things, literally everything will fall into place. And I'm speaking from experience. I'm not speaking from this is what I plan to. No, I'm speaking from experience. Like, 2018 was life changing for me. Like, it's so crazy. It was kind of like I was putting in a lot of work in 2014, 15, 16, and 17. But it was kind of like the foundation that I had laid out was built. And in 2018, it just, everything was just going, just literally falling into place. And I didn't have to do anything. Like, it just happened. So if you can do those things, like, your life will change. I'm so excited for 2019 just because I have great people around me. Like, it's crazy how you are following God's plan and he brings these people into your life that are just so amazing. It's like, it's almost like you got to ask yourself, like, what was life before them? You know what I mean? Not in a toxic way to where you're depending on them to live and breathe, but in a way of inspiration, like in a sense of perspective, like viewpoints, like maybe they bring something different out of you, maybe they have you think differently. It's kind of like, where were you my whole life? Like, you know, I just feel so blessed and just so happy, and I'm just really, really excited. Everything that I ever wanted is just happening for me right now, and it's just crazy. And these are things that I prayed for. These are things that I manifested. And I just feel like, thank you for joining me on this journey. And I feel blessed to be able to share this with you. Like, y'all being able to see my growth over the years and being able to inspire women who maybe they are the 2015 Kiana, or maybe they're the 2016 Kiana, and you guys are watching me and then you guys are trying to catch up, or you're watching me thinking, okay, if I can just get to the next level like Kiana did, then I'm getting closer and closer to where she is in life. I feel blessed that God put me in this position to be able to help. I never forget, you know, I knew when I was younger that I wanted to help people, but I didn't know where my place was with that. Like, I didn't know how I wanted to help people. I just knew I wanted to do it. Like, I based it off of nursing, like being a nurse. I based it off of being a therapist and everything like that. I never thought it would come in a form of a social media influencer. I always thought it would come in some form that already existed, like I said, a nurse or a therapist or a doctor or something. So it's just crazy that he put me in this position, and it's not about me. I know I'm like the muse or whatever, but honestly, I just feel like he's using me to help you, and it's a great feeling to understand, and it's a great feeling to recognize, and it's a great feeling to have a platform where I get to use myself to inspire those who need it. So I just feel blessed. I'm happy. I mean, I never would have thought me bettering my life would bring me wealth, would bring me happiness, would bring me good health. When I started this journey, it was about health, but I just didn't think all of these other things would fall into place. I literally just thought, I just don't want my back to hurt. I don't want to feel sick. I don't want to feel just in pain every day that I wake up. Like, my focus was on that. And then it transpired into this empire. Like, I'm basically building an empire. Like, it's the craziest thing. And this is why it's so important that you follow God's plan. The saying goes, you tell God your plan and he laughs. But you follow his plan and things aren't so humorous. Like, things are real. Things aren't so, I don't know. Things just start to fall into place. Like, you literally have to put all your faith into your beliefs. You have to put all your faith into your spirituality, and things will just happen. Like, I'm literally winging it. I remember in 2017 when I lost my job, I was freaking out because I'm just like, I couldn't see in front of me. Like, I literally could not see in front of me. I couldn't see the road ahead. When you work at a 9 to 5, you know you're going to get that check every 2 weeks, or you know you're going to get that check every 4 weeks or once a month, or however your payroll is. But with entrepreneurship, you don't know. Like, you're literally out here blind. Like, you can't see anything. But God has been with me the whole way. And now when I have obstacles that I go through with my business, with personal life and things like that, I'm already telling myself, before I even know that it's going to work itself out, that it's working itself out. I no longer say, oh man, this is horrible. Like, what am I going to do? I'm already, the first thought that pops in my head, I'm like, I already know this is going to work out. I know this is working out in my favor. I don't even have to think twice about it. I know it's going to happen. I know it's going to just, somehow this obstacle is helping me, whether that's become a better me, or whether that is moving something in place that's going to help me with my life. So I never look at it as like this burden anymore when I face obstacles. I'm looking for the message. I'm looking for, okay, how is this going to help me? How am I going to benefit from this obstacle? That means obstacles are, it could be anything, like death. It could be a sickness. It could be losing a friend. It could be losing your job. Obstacles are just about anything that some would consider a burden, but for me now, I see it as a message. Like, what is God or what is the universe trying to tell me? What is the message? And I even have it written on my vision board. Look for, or no, I say listen for the hidden messages. And I haven't even talked about this on any of my social media platforms, but I had a celebrity reach out to me. And basically, she wanted my expertise. She wanted me to help her with her brand. And it was a great opportunity. Like, it was a huge opportunity. Like, I literally left a lot of money on the table. But I made the choice a long time ago that I didn't want to work for someone else. And I still felt like me taking on her brand and promoting her brand, that I would lose myself and I would lose sight of what I want for myself. And basically her brand it doesn't fit me, you know. And that was one of the most hardest decisions that I ever had to make, because it really just came down to, this is not what I want for myself. This isn't the brand that I want to represent, because I'll say it was too explicit for me. You know, like, I didn't like how the focus was more so my body and not my mind. And so I literally turned down a lot. When I say a lot, y'all, I'm saying a lot, like a lot. But it brought me back to when I watched Straight Outta Compton, and I watched him turn down. It was just $30,000. Like, it was, but $30,000 is a lot to someone who don't have $30,000. So that was basically the situation. Like, I turned it down because it made me realize, like, okay, if this person is willing to give me this much money, because it was a lot. That means not only do I really have something, but that means that they see something in me that I'm still trying to discover. So I'm not going to bank on what someone else wants me to do. I'm going to keep doing what I want to do, because it's clear that they see talent in me. They see potential in me. And eventually, if I keep working on myself and I keep self-improving the things and the different areas in my life, I'm going to reach that potential. So I walked away and left a lot of money on the table. And like I said, it was a great opportunity, and I honestly feel honored. And another thing is that you never know who's watching your YouTube videos. Like, you never know who is watching you when you post videos to YouTube, Instagram, or anything like that. And honestly, I'm still naive. I'm thinking, nobody really watched my videos like that or whatever, but maybe I'm just really naive. So when she reached out to me, I was just blown away. Like, wow, you really never know who is watching your stuff. So I'm excited. Me taking this road, though, is way harder than the road that she had mapped out for me. But I'm not no punk, you know. Like, my parents raised me. My daddy made me a soldier out here, so I can handle anything that comes my way. And honestly, I just feel blessed. So this wraps up 2019. Or I'm sorry, this wraps up 2018. The year was amazing. I traveled. I got to see my friends. I got to see my day one so much more this year. And I just remember when we were younger, we just could not link up. Either it was for financial reasons, or it was because of family reasons, or the timing. And now, like, 2018, we linked up like so many times, and I just feel blessed to have my day ones still a part of my life. Like, I do not take them for granted. And I love that I was able to take trips with them this year. Trips with an S at the end, okay? So I feel blessed about that. But this pretty much wraps up 2018, and let's see what 2019 has to bring. I plan to do big things like always. And now that I have, because the previous years I put a lot of focus on myself, and I feel like this time I can focus on more on helping other people and more on my business and growing and expanding and getting my message and my story out there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my day ones. The people have been here since day one. The people have been encouraging me and uplifting me with your comments, your likes, your shares, your words. I appreciate it so much. I do not take it for granted. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!
Tell me how you want